Knowing this could be his last shot to speak on the world stage, President Rodrigo Duterte did not hold back in upbraiding the world body over its alleged meddling into the country's affairs, in pleading for better treatment of the nation's migrant workers, and in exposing the glaring inequity in vaccine access between rich and poor nations to curb the pandemic. Likewise, the president also hit the elitist mechanism of the Security Council, dwelt on the worsening climate change worldwide, and suggested reforms in which more and less powerful nations could participate in crisis solutions, as we hear more from PTV's Melalis Moras.
As he addressed the high-level debate of the 76th session of the United Nations General Assembly, President Rodrigo Duterte firmly expressed dismay over the vaccine inequality being experienced in the world amid the COVID-19 pandemic.
Mr. President, the picture is bleak. It is a man-made drought of vaccines ravaging the poor countries. Rich countries hoard life-saving vaccines while poor nations wait for trickles. They now talk of booster shots, where developing countries consider half doses just to get by. This is shocking beyond belief and must be condemned for what it is.
According to the chief executive, now more than ever, greater global cooperation should be the key to effectively defeat the pandemic.
The plain fact is, this pandemic will not end unless the virus is defeated everywhere. Vaccines are key to achieving this. We strongly urge our privileged partners to fully support the COVAX facility and further strengthen other cooperation mechanisms. We need this to save more lives, break the cycle of variants, and help ensure global economic recovery.
In the same event, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres also reprimanded the world for the inequitable vaccine distribution. He even described it as obscenity, giving the globe a failing grade in ethics. Meanwhile, on climate change, the president warned that the world has reached a critical tipping point where failure to act will lead to catastrophic consequences. On another note, he also called for immediate solutions on the sufferings of Filipino migrant workers across the globe.
This we do not deny. Millions of Filipinos work abroad under the most difficult and inhumane of circumstances. We call for the abolition of all structures that allow exploitations and oppression of migrant workers. The kafala system is one such behemoth that chains the weak, the desperate, and the voiceless to an existence of unimaginable suffering. Nothing can justify the continued existence of this unjust system.
On the issue of the government's war on illegal drugs, the president had this to say.
I have instructed the Department of Justice and the Philippine National Police to review the conduct of our campaign against illegal drugs. Those found to have acted beyond bounds during operations shall be made accountable before our laws.
Likewise, in a period of profound geopolitical change, President Duterte noted that it is crucial for all countries to commit to the rule of law firmly and fully.
The Philippines is one with the ASEAN and other stakeholders in ensuring that the South China Sea remains a sea of peace, security, and prosperity. The 1982 UNCLOS and the 2016 Arbitral Award of the South China Sea provide a clear path towards a just, fair, and win-win solution for all. The award must be seen for what it is.
According to Presidential Assistant on Foreign Affairs, Yusek Robert Borge, the participation of President Duterte in today's event is very important for the welfare of the country.
Itong UN General Assembly kasi ang highest deliberative body ng United Nations. So kumbaga lahat po ng bansa ay nandoon ngayong araw na ito para makinig sa saloobin ng mga leader ng iba't ibang mga bansa. So nakikita po natin na ginagamit talaga ni Pangulong Duterte ang pagkakataon para mabigyan ng boses hindi lamang ang Pilipinas pero lahat ng mga developing countries.
Melalis Moras for the Nation.